Hello, Hypno LA, and welcome to another fabulous interview today. Super excited. I'm going to be talking to Melanie McCool and Shawn Bray. They're the founders of HypnoBiz-in-a-Box, which is a complete business solution for hypnotherapists and practitioners. It's a really, really great tool. Now, Shawn and Melanie, they're both the president and vice president of the International Education Association in hypnotherapy, and they're going to be bringing decades of their combined experience in hypnosis, business, marketing, operations to Hypno LA. So it's super excited to have you there with us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us. We're really excited to come out.
It's good to see you, Dale.
Yeah, it's going to be really great having you in LA. So you're going to be presenting HypnoBiz-in-a-Box live demo and Q&A. So what are people going to take away? What do you hope people take away from this presentation?
Well, I hope that they'll walk away knowing that their business can feel simpler than they thought, and that they'll be more confident and supported in their business. And it's all available to them. It's just a matter of walking through the steps on the path.
Right, and that there is a clearly defined path that is available, and it has a beginning and a celebration point to it,
yes.
which is having a business.
Right on.
100%. And I think it's so important nowadays because there are so many different ways to market, to sell, to put together your business. And I mean, it can be overwhelming because, I mean, there are many ways or many roads that lead to Rome, as they say. But I know so many people obviously get stuck in overwhelm or just doing things that are ineffective and just end up being draining, I think, at the end of the day.
So yeah, and essentially that's why we're here and why we're doing this, is that over years I would attend conferences and I'd meet my colleagues again who were really excited about the training they were getting, really excited about hypnotherapy, and their energy is up here. And then I say, well, how's business? And they would just sink, like their entire countenance just sink. And we wanted to change that in this industry. We wanted to help those people who are really passionate about this work, this incredibly life-changing work, feel just as confident that they're reaching the clients that they'd like to serve.
And it's uber important too, because you did mention about our roles with the Hypnosis Education Association. And one of the things that I do as the vice president is on Thursdays, I talk to hypnotherapists all over the world for about 20 minutes. And it's just an open, no agenda conversation. Get, hey, who are you? Why are you doing hypnosis? How are things going with, business and, practice and all that? And hands down, every single phone call, I mean, except for maybe a couple, expressed that they were struggling in business and they didn't know how to do this or that. And it was causing overwhelm. And really all they wanted to do was be working in sessions, expressing their genius and helping people with hypnosis. So
I think, thank you for sharing that, because I think anybody who's watching should know you're not alone.
Right, you're not alone.
It's not like there's the overwhelming majority of people have great training in hypnotherapy and in hypnosis and all the other modalities that we combine, right? Love it. But they're not necessarily business people. And that's the gap that we...
Yeah, and I will also say that the ones that have express success in their businesses, each one of them explain certain things that they have in place and the ways that they support their clients on their client journey and creating a business that supports them. So, those factors are very important as well.
And that's a lot of what we're going to be bringing to our presentation, is not just the how are you successful in business, but how do you successfully support your clients? And so that all feeds into the referral pipeline, right?
And it's not theory.
Nope.
It's real world applicable systems and tools that are usable now.
And I think that's really key. So how did you guys, I know you guys have got a background in hypnosis and business. So tell us a little bit about you guys, your journey to actually getting to here right now.
You start first.
Sure. So my background, I had almost 20 years in online sales and marketing before I became a hypnotherapist. My story in a nutshell is I burned out, like seriously full mental and physical burnout that took me out of my past career, and hypnotherapy saved my life. So I decided to become a hypnotherapist. It was like I didn't have a choice. There's that part of the story. And so when I became a hypnotherapist, I already had the knowledge and understanding of what it took to book in those clients. And I built a 6-figure practice my first year, multiple 6-figure my second year. I think by my 3rd or 4th year, I was speaking at hypnotherapy conferences. And that's when the light bulbs were really going off for me, because essentially I had stopped teaching business how-to for a few years. I was just doing the hypnotherapy part, loving it. And I was like, oh, there is something here. And I can serve a population that I really would love to see successful, versus the general public what I was doing before. So that's how HypnoBiz-in-a-Box, essentially the beginnings were.
Well, so my background is in a massive background of entrepreneurship. I mean, since I was a little boy. And I'm not going to bore you with all the details in between, but, lots of business experience. And when I came into the picture, when I met Melanie, prior to meeting Melanie, I used to think hypnosis was complete and utter woo-woo. I wouldn't have touched it, science mind here. But like a lot of people who find hypnosis, I needed something, because I needed a solution to some chronic pain that was, keeping me down. And once I found out Melanie was a hypnotherapist, I asked her, would you do this? Help me with this. And when I experienced it, I was like, oh my God. And this is like very similar to how my other businesses came to fruition, was it through personal experience, and then me being inspired and going, I got to know everything I can know about this industry. So I dove into that part of it and into Melanie's business, her hypnotherapy practice, with my operational mind. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is brilliant how you kind of have it all pieced together, but there's got to be a more economical way, both energy wise and financially.
Yeah.
And I researched, found, some platforms that were possible to build upon, turned that over to Melanie and her team. And then the next thing I knew, she's, skipping out of the office and going, prior to that, we had a mission.
Yeah.
We had already established a mission, but didn't quite know how we were going to accomplish it. We thought we were going to open a hypnosis school, but in my research, plenty of awesome schools already out there.
Totally.
And this just organically came about as a solution for Melanie's, her own practice. And when she said, this is how we're going to, get our mission into motion, which it is now, which is to help help hypnosis be better understood, more utilized by the general public, and for hypnotherapists to be properly compensated. And so it was perfect. It immediately clicked. After, the initial, we're going to do SaaS.
You know how immediately it feels in life. So it's like all of these pieces came together, and ultimately it was a way that I feel that our love actually gets to multiply, because I can only see so many hypnotherapy clients as can you, right? But if we can help more people reach people who desperately need this help, then our love gets to ripple.
And yes, we are a couple. So
and we're married.
And we're business partners and life partners.
Yeah. And we have a whole thing about big love. And as he said, though, we didn't know how our big love was meant to do, but this feels really natural.
And it's proven itself over and over. From the very beginning, as soon as it was shared with another hypnotherapist, they were like, and it immediately helped them get out of a funk, get unstuck, and move along. And we've seen it over and over. And it's just like it's so rewarding. It's a blast to watch.
As I said, so that feeling, they're super passionate about their business or their
practice
work,
about the work
and the business on here. When you can bring these up, and we get to do this with them, we link arms and help them to step into what they imagined they were going to do when they were certified in the first place.
I kind of picture, because of my past experiences in the entertainment business, I always kind of picture hypnotists as artists, as talent. And you got to know.
So wonderful to be talked.
You got to know some stuff about the business side in order to be able to police it and hire the right management and all that kind of stuff. But really, the soul of a hypnosis practitioner, most of them that I meet, are not designed for, intricate business workings and knowing how to do everything that's involved there. The deal is to get them free of that and be able to really get into the work that makes the difference. That is, the work that helps our mission in motion.
100%. So, I mean, you guys, obviously, you're up to a lot. You're helping a lot of different people.
Yep.
My question is, I know that you've done a lot of different things. So what made you decide to come to Hypno LA? What got you curious to come actually to LA and share this love and your love there?
We knew about this cool gig before it went live. You and Lori had, and we were kind of around. I don't know if you remember, we were there during some of the discussions. We were like, oh, you guys would definitely, you should do it. Oh, yes. And we didn't know if we'd be able to make it. Because, I mean, right now we're in Costa Rica. I mean, that's the reason we're some funky time things with getting this scheduled. But it's you and Lori, and really that's what it comes down to. Some of the, the
quality, of what you bring, and the professionalism that you bring to the, to hypnotherapy and to conferences and stuff. We just know. And it's going to be a good
vibe. The vibe that, not just the, I mean, because you guys get the marketing and, you guys got your brands and everything down, but your humor, Dale, I mean, come on, man. I mean, I know that it's going to be fun. It's not going to just be, the next conference. It's gonna,
and I'm sure that Lori sort of hypnotized me the first time. It was a couple years ago. We were sitting by the pool in the sunshine, and she was telling me about it, and I was like, I guess I'll be there, won't I?
I guess it comes down to love. We love you guys. And
that's really
we love supporting events like this, and we look forward to, having a blast.
It's going to be super fun. I'm really excited for both of you to be there. So my final question to both of you is, obviously there's a lot going on in the world. From your words of wisdom, from your experience, what piece of advice, what nugget of joy would you give to hypnotherapists out there? What piece of advice would you give them?
I would say that regardless of, or perhaps because of everything that's going on in the world, your genius and what you are needed more than ever. And I would add that the community that we are part of is incredibly important for all of us to stay connected to. So come to Hypno LA so you can actually be around this crazy kind of people who believe in changing the world one life at a time.
And we'd love to meet you.
Yeah.
We do. When we come to conferences and stuff, we don't spend a whole lot of time at our table. I mean, we will be there, but conversations, we love getting into conversations and getting to know people. So
they say it's not what you know, it's who you know. So come, get connected. It's going to be great fun. For those of you who haven't got your Hypno LA tickets yet, below is a link. You can sign up. Do come join us. It's going to be fun. You're going to learn great skills, create great connections, and really be part of a beautiful community. So thank you so much, Shawn, Melanie. It's been a pleasure having you both on board, and I will see you both in LA.
See you there.
All right.
All right.